Hello and welcome back. Sol here. As you can see, I have several of my masterpieces boosted. I have my Troop Damage masterpiece, my Troop Health masterpiece, my Gunbutt Energy masterpiece, and also have the Resource Reward and Power Stone chance boosted. Somebody double dog dare me if I would run my tanks. Ugh. I hate tanks. I hate them. I despise them. So I loaded them, of course. Now my tanks are crappy. They are level 2. Look at those stats. So beautiful, right? Not. Well, in any case, those are it. Now the question is, how far do you think I can get, or I got, using level 2 tanks on Dr. Terror with a masterpiece of GBE, health, and damage boosted? Well, you guys are going to find out pretty quickly, because I'm going to... First of all, I'm going to give you a hint. I did not beat it. So I have to go to my fallback position, load warriors. Well, I'll show you this in order to beat the last 2 stages. So I managed to get stage 1 through 5. I tried stage 2, stage 6 2 times, and the same thing happened. I don't have enough damage per second to take some of the buildings out. And then get to the core in time to beat it. So I'll show you the last attempt at stage 6, but let's go from the start. This is pretty easy. I landed all my tanks just because I wanted to go quick. Actually, I landed just 3 boats because I wanted to go quickly. But if you have tanks, or if you have warriors, or if you have heavy Suka, you want to go right. You go right. You take all those. Defenses on the right, all those economy buildings on the right, and then engage the cannon and then the core. At this point, I knew that I could take hits from all those guys, so I just let them go free. Now here's stage 2. On stage 2, I wanted to test. I did a quick calculation. And I know that I knew I could take 2 hits from that boom cannon and not die. And I wanted to see how quickly my medics would heal it up. So I did nothing. I just went flare here to the right. And I guess that's the same thing you could do, just because that boom cannon that's closer to the HQ, once you take him out, the other boom cannon, if you have tanks, it's not going to be able to hit you. If you have Sukas, they're not going to be able to hit you. And if you have heavies, then yeah, that boom cannon is going to be able to hit the heavies. So you might want to shock the one that's close to the HQ, and then destroy with GB the one that's far away. Plus you have a bunch of economy buildings on the top of that farthest boom cannon. So that one barrage might come up free. Alright, so that was stage 3. And stage 4... Stage 3. I think this one is stage 3. Jeez. Alright, here I took the first boom cannon with GBE because I for sure cannot take 2 hits, consecutive hits from that cannon. And then I sent one set of cannons towards the right side, so to collect those GBE, free GBE. So that's what, 5? Huh? Yeah, 5. That's 15 free GBE. And here you see I could take 1 hit from the boom cannon, and I would not be able to take 2 consecutive hits on the same tank. So that tells me that for the next few levels I have to be careful with the cannons from now on. But so far so good. You know, the tanks have been performing well, taking hits. The medics have been doing their duty, healing up the tanks. So no issue so far. But granted, we're low level in terms of Dr. Terror, but take into account that my tanks are the lowest of the low. Not the lowest, second lowest of the low. Alright, let's speed these up. So, what stage was that? 3? Were we on 3? Yeah, we were on 3. So now let's take a look at stage 4. Stage 4, things are getting a little bit more dicey, but there's a lot of splash damage defenses, which is good for tanks. So what I first do is I take that boom cannon on the top. I said let's take the machine gun. I didn't have to actually do it. But I already had a plan, and the plan was essentially to line my troops, essentially send a critter box to the right, line my troops, because I knew that the cannons would be distracted for a little bit. Then I could wait. And on the last second, then I shock so that I would maximize my shock and the amount of time my tanks were ready to fire. Because otherwise, tanks move so slow that you would waste a few seconds of shock time if you shocked, early. So from here, I mean, it's a pretty done case. I just let my tanks progress normally. It's either taking on the rocket launcher, machine gun. Nothing can really damage them because the medics can keep up with the health. But you're seeing the first problem with the low level tanks. It's not so much the amount of health; it's the damage per second. They take so long to take a defense out that I fear, and my fears became true, that I was going to run out of time for an attack, number one, and then number two, that the amount that they have to be there exposed to enemy fire would be counterproductive. And at that point, I was having some fun. I wanted the tanks to fire all at the same time, because I find it hilarious. So here we go. Stage 4 is down. Take a look at stage 5. Alright, so in stage 5, again, a lot of splash damage defenses, but there are a bunch of sniper towers, which in concentrated fire, they can be really dangerous to the tanks. Because I think at that moment, those sniper towers were doing about 350 damage per shot. So 3 of them firing really quickly, my medics cannot out-heal them. So the first thing I do, I take the cannons out with barrage fire. Also clearing some of the boom mines, because I found out doing an NPC that one boom mine can take my low-level tanks, which is not optimal. So I took the rocket launcher, and then I decided, well, I'm going to take advantage of the free slash, quote-unquote free GBE by taking all those machine guns out, taking the flamethrowers out, and then flaring to the right. And that's something, if you're using tanks, that you can do. You can just go directly towards the right and around towards the rocket launcher is. I mean, it's your choice. This is also a very easy, a very doable base for warriors. You can do them with warriors too. Just going straight to the core, clearing a little path for the mines that were in the middle, and then going for the core. Heavy Suka, same thing. You might want to take care of the same thing. Take care of the cannons, and then ignore one of the rocket launchers, and then flare to the right and then go around. Or flare to the left and go around. Either way works very well if you were to have Heavy Suka. And here you're starting to see what I was talking about. Those sniper towers can really put a dent on the tanks. Number two, the amount of time the tank needs to take the freaking defenses out is just insane. So yeah, actually, I decided to go left. Now I don't remember what I did. I don't know if I went left or right. It seems I decided to go left. Yeah, so I went left. I thought I was gonna go right, but here you see me throwing some critter boxes to get rid of the boom mines, just because boom mines are really deadly for my low level tanks. And then from here, that sniper tower, one sniper tower can hit me, but my medics cannot heal them, cannot heal the damage. So now it's just a matter of targeting the core. I threw down 3 critter boxes just to make it faster. So that was stage 5 with tanks, and that was my last effective or successful raid. These 2 attacks, they were essentially the same. I lost most of my tanks. Again, I'm going to show you the last one because it went the entire time. I ran out of time. So my strategy here was take out the cannons. Again, I didn't have enough GB, so I take out the cannon, that cannon, and the shock launcher. And then I made a decision to go left on this map. And it may not have been the best just because the number of defenses, but there were less sniper towers on that side that could hit me at the same time, I thought. Because once I clear the cannons, you see, once I clear the cannons, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 sniper towers, and then 6 in the back, and then the other 3 in the back. And on hindsight, maybe the other side would have been better. Oh well, decisions are done. So here we go. Let me just run it in 1x for a little time. Here you see, I shocked that building. Maybe I should have sent an artillery and destroyed it. But here you see, like, the amount of time it takes for my tanks to take down one building is just too much. I'm losing too much time there. I'm losing too much time because my shocks are not being as effective. And if you have to have heavy Suka, those buildings were already down. You were already moving at that moment. So then I flare again towards the left to keep everything grouped. You know, and it's what? 10, 11 shots from the tanks that needs to have to, you know, that are needed to take it down. And up to now, I haven't lost a tank yet, and I'm gonna lose one really soon. I misjudged the length at which the cannon fired. You know, the cannon would fire about now, and I sent it too early. Now he was gonna fire. I didn't wait enough, but so he already took a shot. You see, he took down the health of my tank to almost nothing. But so far so good. I haven't lost a tank. I flared directly to the cannon, and there I lost one tank already. He fired. I lost one. And the rocket launchers surprisingly are having a huge effect, because all of them combined, they're taking about 10% of the health of my tanks. Now, that combined with the mortars and the sniper towers are enough to, one by one, start reducing the number of my tanks. And this is where things starts getting, you know, this is where things starts going wrong. I misdrew that critter box. I should have thrown it in front to take care of that boom mine. And that way the flamethrower wouldn't have been able to fire that much at it. The critter would have survived a little bit longer and given me a little bit more cover. And I'm going to speed this up because it's going to be a loss. At this point, my problem here was lack of DPS. Had I had more DPS, I would have been able to progress faster. I would have been able to take this stage no problem, I think. So I'm going to say maybe 5 levels higher, level 7 tanks would have been able to take this no problem. So you saw me, I was loading warriors for, you know, to finish the last 2 stages. I don't think they have finished. I don't have enough gold or diamonds to I'm actually saving my diamonds for something else, so I'll catch you in a little bit. Alright, so I just, like I said, I loaded warriors. Here are my warrior stats. And I went and took the last remaining 2 bases. Not a big issue, but just for the sake of completion, I'll show you really quickly. So here's stage 6. Here we go. I'm going to clear some mines at the beginning because my goal is to go to that machine gun there and then go straight up to the rocket launcher and then to the HQ. I usually like having an intermediate flag, not flying directly to the HQ, because otherwise they're going to run a 5-column wide spread instead of a 3. And I prefer a 3, wasting out an extra flare, than them running a 5-column spread. So here we go. You see me smoking in into the rocket launcher and then really quickly to the HQ. And then after that, I'm going to do 3 shocks and 1 critter box to distract the shock launcher. And that's pretty much it. There's a critter box. I missed a flamethrower, unfortunately. And actually, I meant to send that critter box next to the rocket launcher again, but I missed it. But in any case, my warriors have enough DPS to take it down. I want to say I lost 6. I want to say I lost 6 warriors. but we'll see once we come out. Yeah, lost 6 warriors. And then the last attack, the base layout was perfect for warriors, pretty easy. I'm going to clear some mines on the back. Not that I needed to, but just in case something happened. So I'm going to clear some mines. In the process, I'm going to take that structure there on the corner, that free structure. And then I'm going to clear that boom mine just in case my warriors decide to do something crazy. So I'm going to do a 2 smoke landing just because the landing zone is too hot. So there you see me clearing the mines around the HQ. I took that extra building, so that barrage only cost me 7. And then I'm going to throw an artillery there. So that artillery shot was free. And now I'm going to do 1, 2 smokes. Flare right in front of the mortar. And then just as I come in, smoke and flare. Some people like to flare right away. I don't understand why they do that. Because they're gonna spread wider as you're doing that, and thus wasting more GBE from my point of view. So now from here, smoke again, and flare to the HQ, and that's it. We're in place. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3 shocks, and a critter pack. Critter pack, 1 shock, 2 shock, 3 shocks. Once the critters are done, which is now, I throw another one. That way the rocket launchers do not fire at me, and by that time, the HQ is already down. So guys, you cannot say that Sol did not did what you asked. So you asked for tanks, I gave you tanks. My tanks are low level. I could not make it all the way through. I still crush it with my warriors. So I hope this was helpful for you. Be sure to subscribe and leave a like if you want. And I hope you have a nice day. Sol is checking out.